Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the legend. 3, 5, oh! And I just want to let you guys know this is a pretty long video, so I did like timestamps to organize sections of this video. So if anything particular that you want to see in this Persona 5 Royal Guide, you can go straight to it. Other than that, enjoy the video. Before we get this important video started, I'm gonna need everyone who's watching, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 500 subscribers. I need you guys to hit that 500 button. Hit that subscribe button, baby. But once we hit 500 subscribers, we got a special live stream and giveaways coming. So let's get there. So this video is something I want to do for the Xbox community. So we know a lot of you guys may not have never had a chance to play Persona 5 Royal if you didn't play it on PlayStation or anything. And it's coming to Game Pass October the 21st, which even though I don't already play the game, like the regular and the Royal version, like, so I haven't played it, but I'm still excited just as much as you guys are, just because it's cool to see this game go to another platform. So I'm making this video as a guide to just to tell you guys about the game, what to expect, things that you may not know going into this game. So let's get started. Okay, so the game's gonna start off with a boy named Ren, who is going to get accused of an assault, which will definitely linger into his high school days. So he's gonna get falsely accused, and I'm not gonna go too much detail than that, but that's gonna play a big part throughout the whole game. How? I'm not gonna tell you. You'll find out. But just know the game has that starting off the game pretty much. So the story is very interesting, and it has amazing music in this game. This game has amazing music. Like, I'm gonna play some music samples just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Like, I can't name all the music that's in this game, but I can play a couple. Here's a couple.
I'm given the balance, but I'm standing on razor's edge now. What quick, all my life is over. One strike just offending, I'm out of his field of vision. Don't ask why I'm ready, but I'm ready to strike him down now. I just saw the new stars, there's no time for indecision. I'm living in a dry land. The last is in a lost head. When I hop off new beginnings, burn our feet. Now we need it, a heartbeat for demon. Oasis in a siege land. Remind us what we're here
So you heard all them samples of amazing music that is in this game. This game has amazing music. Like, yo, I love it, man. That's why I love this game so much. The music in this game is amazing. The level designs in these palaces are amazing. You might be wondering, what is a palace? You'll find out when you play the game. I don't want to spoil it, but you know, it's a really cool feeling going through these palaces, listening to all this great music, and that's one thing I love about this game. This game has top-notch music for both in the palace and outside the palace, or just walking around or just wandering around in the world part. The game has amazing music, and I feel like you guys will enjoy the music. Like, if you love JRPGs, you love anime, yo, you're gonna love the music, man. The music is dope, especially as you get further in the game. The boss music goes up a notch. Oh my god! Let me tell you one song to be on the lookout, and I just played it. Actually, I just played it. One of the songs that you will eventually run across is that Rivers in the Desert. Man, when you fighting to that song, it's amazing. You'll see. You will see once you get to that part. So we're gonna head to the next part from the music. So the characters are really dope. I think it'd be okay to mention the characters' names. I'm not gonna tell you about them, but I'll just mention their names. So you're gonna have like Ren, who's the main character. You're gonna have An. You're gonna have Yusuke, Ryuji, Morgana, Futaba, Makoto, and Haru. And eventually a girl named Kasumi. These characters all have unique things about them, which I personally love about each and every last one of them. It's one of the reasons why I fell in love with this game when I played it, is because of the characters. These characters have interesting personalities, and they're interesting with their fighting styles. Like in Royal, as time goes by, you do eventually get to the point where you can start doing like special finishing moves with your teammates, and that some of them have unique styles of finishing opponents. But it's pretty interesting seeing how every person has their own unique style. I forgot to mention another character that I just not thought about. Man, actually, I forgot his name. Just went away. I cannot think of his name. He's an important person in this game too. Very important person, but we'll remember. We'll figure out who that person. I cannot think of who it is. I know him. I know who it is, but I'm just gonna post a picture of him since I can't remember who he is with his name. Then you'll see. But anyway, each of these characters all have something special about them. Everything unique about these characters. And you may wonder how a group of teenagers like this just all of a sudden became teammates in the long run throughout this whole game. All of them been through situations. What the situation they've been through, I won't go into detail about that because I'd be spoiling the game. But it comes back to what this game is really about. How a lot of adults are just no good, just are crappy. And you'll see what I mean when you play the game. And each character really do have something unique about them. Each one of them do. Like when you really sit here and interact when you interact with everybody on your team and you build that relationship with your teammates, you learn more and more and more about them. That's when you'll really begin to know your teammates really well. You'll know what they've been through and everything, as well as what they're going through personally now through your adventures together. So it's good to really interact with these characters. So that's one thing I recommend in this game is when you like outside of on your missions and stuff, I would recommend really interacting with your characters, develop your relationship with your teammates, because it makes the game experience so much better when you understand who your teammates are, what they're going through, what they've been through. as well as when you build up that relationship to a certain point, that benefits you in the long run in that game. You might be wondering, well, Legend, how do it benefits us? Let me just say this. Each person has special ability that will help you in battle. I'm not going to go through all the abilities because you'll find out yourself. But it's beneficial. It helps a lot. So I strongly recommend build your relationship with your teammates. And it is like levels. There's levels to this. Shout out to Dart1985, man. There's levels to this. It really is levels to building your relationship with your teammates. Like, you have to really go through levels building your relationship with your teammates. You got to go from like, it's kind of like a level 1 to level 10. 10 is max. And that's when you have the full abilities of everything that character can do to benefit you in battle. So I strongly recommend that, man. Make sure you interact with your characters, build up your relationship with them, with your teammates. And the next part I want to talk about in this game, how long is the game overall? Woo! It's a long game. I'm going to tell you that. This game is long. It is long. Royal is a lot longer than regular Persona 5. The regular Persona 5 is like, I forgot. It's been so long since I played the regular. The Royal version is like 100 plus. I think I beat the game like 120 hours. It's a long game, man. From beginning to end, it is a long ass game. So I would definitely tell you, you're in for a long game. And if you buy the game for like $60, you're getting your money well spent. You are getting your money completely well spent. This ain't gonna be no short game. This ain't gonna be no 15 or 20-hour game like some PlayStation games be. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Relax, PlayStation crowd. Relax, man. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, it's a long game. It's a long game, very long game, and you ain't gonna be able to fly through this game. And I really recommend don't fly through the game. Don't try to rush through it. Take your time and dive into this game. It is long. And the way you know that you really played this game all the way through is when your hours are climbing up to like 120, 130-ish mark. I finished the game between 120 and 130. I can't remember the exact spot, but I remember somewhere around there. It might even been more than that. I did a lot of stuff in the game. A lot of side requests and all that. This is how much I was enjoying it. But I recommend, maybe you don't have to do all the side quests, but I recommend you do a good bit of them, because a lot of the side quests do impact the main story. And I remember that character name now. It was Akechi. There you go, Legend. Remember. But it's important to do a lot of the side quests as well. So that's why I recommend don't rush through this game. Like, take your time. Really take your time. Dive through the world and explore. Explore, man. Like, explore these different areas of the game. And the next part I want to talk about is how do you increase your personas in this game? Okay. So each character on your team is going to do an awakening. They're going to awaken their own persona. Here's the part that's different. Everyone else on your team only gets one persona. And that persona will be the one that they awaken to. The one that they unlock. Now Ren, who's the main character that you are playing as, going to have the ability to have more than one persona. So he's going to have a persona he's going to start off with. But you're not necessarily going to keep that persona in the long run. You are going to eventually end up fusing that thing into something stronger. And that's the main gist of when you're playing as Ren, who will eventually be known as AKA Joker. And your goal is, as time goes by, keep fusing your personas. I cannot stress this enough. Get as many as personas you can. Try to get as many personas to be your partners. And keep fusing as you go. Keep fusing. Keep making stronger personas. The more you fuse, the stronger your personas get. You want to have some good, strong personas. I'm telling you. You don't want to have no weak, persona. It's gonna make your battles be so much harder and so much, long haul drag. And don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. So I recommend, man, make sure you recruit personas as you go through the game. And now you're probably wondering, fusing. What we do the fusion at? You're gonna meet some twins, some twin jailers, who are gonna be like your jailers, pretty much. They are gonna be able to give you. They're gonna give you ability. Them two, and a long-nosed man who plays a crucial role in this game as well. They're gonna give you the ability to fuse your personas and make stronger and greater personas. And that's where you're gonna go to every time you want to fuse. Every time you start off at the palace, you're gonna have the option to go back, to deep into your mind and meet with the long-nosed guy and the two jailers, and they're gonna give you the ability to always fuse your personas. And another thing that I recommend too, always register whatever persona you have. Cause you never know, you may need to go back to them or something. So just register. So at least if you need to go buy them back, you can buy them back. But other than that, that's all you really gonna do with the fusion part. You can do a 2-way fusion, 3-way. I think it gets to a point where you can do 4-way. Like for real. Like the fusion can go a long way. That's how you make some powerful personas. Now, I definitely will say this as well. Outside of the main cast, the support characters outside of the main story are important as well. As you go further into the game and get to a certain point of the game, if you manage to build up your confidence level with every character outside of your team in the game, they're going to play a role toward the end of the game. So another reason I recommend, exploring and building your confidence level up with even the side characters, because they play an important role. They actually benefit you in the battles that you do. Trust me, like I cannot stress this enough. Like there's one person in the game. I can't even think of his name. I haven't played the game in a minute, so I'm kind of fuzzy. I haven't played in a while. But there is one person in the game where if you get your confidence level up to max, you get bonus experience points in your battles. Like, that helps out a lot. That helps you level up faster, make you stronger, and more prepared for a lot of your upcoming battles. So that's why I recommend people that the support characters outside of the main story, build your confidence level up with them like you're doing with your teammates. Build your relationship up with them to the max. Every support character benefits in a good way. It helps you in the long run. So don't feel like that if you go do these hangout events with these support characters, you're not getting nothing out of it. Like it's a waste of time. Like, no, it's not a waste of time. It's not. It actually really does benefit you. They all have ability that can help you in the long run. Like there are some specific characters, like right off the bat, that I can tell you, like, man, you really need to do their confidence. You need to build their confidence up from confident 1 to confident 10. Actually, tell me in the comment section if you want to know the main characters that I strongly recommend building your confidence levels up to the max with. Let me know in the comment section, and I will do a video on specifically from least important to most important on who you should build your confidence up with as support character role. Me personally, I recommend you do that with all the characters. But if you just really heart to heart don't want to try to build that relationship with all the characters in the game, all the support characters, then let me know in the comment section, and then I'll do a video just telling you the main ones that I recommend that you at least build up with, if you don't want to do everybody. Now, in Persona 5 Royal, you do have an extra story in the game. So you have the regular ending and the extended ending. So you're probably wondering, what do I mean by that? So there's like a DLC in the game. Persona 5 Royal has a DLC that makes it be separated from the original Persona 5. So in order to unlock the DLC for Persona 5 Royal, the extra story, it's like a semester basically. So in order to unlock third semester, which is the winter part of the game, like January-ish and all, after Christmas. In order to unlock that part, you have to do specific steps. And it's not nothing really tough to do. If you do what I mentioned before about building up your relationship with your support characters, especially the main ones, then you'll unlock the DLC with no issues. So there's a man named Akechi, who I finally remembered. I couldn't remember at first, but Akechi is one of them. You need to build his confidence level up to at least an 8. An 8. If I remember right, I think it was an 8. You need to build him up to 8. That is one part of the process that you have to do. That is a must. If you want to play the DLC part of Persona 5, if you want to play the third semester and experience the extended story part of this game, you need to get Akechi to confidence level 8. The next person you have to do is a man named Maruki, who is going to be basically your school counselor at the school that your character goes to school at. You need to build his confidence level. You need to max him out. You have to max him out all the way through. You got to at least get him, if I remember right, you got to at least get him to like 9. Get him to confidence level 9, and then you'll automatically move up to confidence level 10 at a certain point in the game. It'll just automatically happen. But you have to get him to confidence level 9 yourself. That is a must, that you have to do that to unlock the third semester of the game. And one more character. Her name is Kasome. She's super easy. She's the easiest out of the 3. You just got to get her confidence level up to 5. 5. Get her up to 5. You're good to go. So let's recap it. So you need to get Akechi up to confidence 8. You need to get Maruki to confidence 9. And then you need to get Kasumi to confidence 5. You do all 3 of them at the confidence that they're supposed to be at, you'll have a chance to play the third semester and experience the DLC part of the game. And them 3 are actually one of the main characters that I was going to mention with the other supporting cast that I would recommend that you build your confidence up if you don't want to do all the supporting cast. As I said, I strongly recommend do all the supporting cast. But if you just really don't want to, or maybe you feel like, man, I can't get to all of them, then at least do the main ones that can keep the story advanced. So definitely do that. Third semester is really good too, man. When you go into that third semester, the DLC part of the game, bro, it's amazing. It's amazing how that whole arc starts. I'm not gonna spoil it, like who's the villain of that part of the game, but you will see. It's gonna be somebody you least expect. It's gonna be somebody that you just really did not expect to go down the wrong path. But their intentions are good. Their intention is to make the world a better place. But they're forcing people to live in a reality that is not real. To allow people to live in their happiness. His goal is to make a fake reality where everybody can live in their dream reality that they would love to have their happiness. And it's not right. It's not right to live a fake life, a lie, basically. So that's what the third semester is really about. Like I said, who the main villain, you'll find out. But the main villain is somebody that you just don't expect, that you really do not expect. But it's amazing. I love the battle music in the final battle of the game. I think it's called Throw Away Your Mask, something like that. If I remember right, Throw Away Your Mask. I'll play a little bit clip of that song. It's dope, man. It's so dope. I thought it was pretty cool, me personally. So that's what I did. So I had to put that in there just so you guys can hear it. But third semester is very cool, man. Third semester also allows you to reconnect with your teammates again as well. Because some things happen with you and your teammates in the fake reality that causes like a little bit of a drift. So you kind of like reconnect. And reconnecting really does benefit. So in the third semester, they're gonna give you an option to where you can kind of meet up with your teammates and really talk about why they had a special reality that they wanted. You talk to them about it, and by doing that take their personas to a greater level. Their persona won't be in their regular state anymore. They'll be in a stronger state. So I could sit here and show examples too of like what their persona transform into, but then that'd be giving up too much information on the game. But just know that their persona goes into a stronger state when you talk to them and kind of reconnect in the third semester. But that also brings up another point in the game. Your teammates' personas can really go up to 3 different levels. So when they first awaken their personas, that's the first level. Once you max out their confidence levels from 1 to the max level, which is 10, your teammates' persona will evolve into a stronger persona, which boosts their attack, their speed, their power, their magic attacks, a whole nother level. That's when they go to level 2. Now, if you're wondering how do you get to the third level, that's what I just talked about a few minutes ago. About in the third semester, when you reconnect with your teammates. By reconnecting with your teammates, fixing that relationship that kind of had got a little stranded, a little what's that word? Kind of got a little complicated due to the false reality. Once you reconnect with your teammates, their persona will go from level 2 to the most powerful level it can go, level 3, which is a whole new form, even stronger. So I definitely recommend build your confident relationship with your teammates, especially when you get to the third semester. Do that. And another part of the game that you're gonna find too, I know this video is pretty long. It's so much information in this game that I want to make sure I give you guys, just to give you the full scoop of what you're getting into. You're gonna go into a different world of the persona. Instead of going into like a palace, I cannot think of what it's called, but it's somewhere that you can really explore. You can explore, man, and you need to do that throughout the game. There's an area that you're gonna unlock early in the game that you and your first few teammates are gonna end up exploring, and Morgana memories, is gonna be lost at the beginning of the game. And the keys of getting his memories back is exploring through this dungeon and unlocking these walls that allows you to go deeper and deeper and deeper into this subway light. That's important to constantly unlock that thing as you go through the game. When you do it, when you slowly keep unlocking through the underground subway in the game, as you continue to do that, you'll see why I said it's important to constantly do that as you go through the game, because that underground subway is important. Mementos, that's the name of it, mementos. So the underground subway, which is named Mementos, is going to be important for you to really constantly go through there every time that you beat a palace. Every time you clear a palace, go through there and go through the next level of Mementos of the subway till you get to the next wall that you can't unlock just yet. It's important to keep doing that throughout the game because, like I said, the Memento is going to play a big important role as you get closer to the end of the game. You'll see what happened. But that is the path to unlocking Morgana's memory of who he really is. And if you're wondering how to unlock the walls when you run into them in Mementos, they're going to probably be like, hey, can't open or something right now. The only way to open the walls up is getting the public to accept you. So you have to continue to change the people's hearts that you're going after as the Phantom Thieves. So the more palaces that you clear, the more hearts that you change as you clear that palace, the doors will keep opening. So you probably wondering, what is a change of heart? In this game, a change of heart is when Joker and his team, or Ren and his team, his teammates, when they go into people's minds, cognition, their cognition world, and go in their cognition world is called a palace. And when you steal their heart, which is like not their actual heart, not the real heart, but like a treasure, something that they hold dear to them. When you steal it, take it away, their whole personality changes. I mean, change. Like they're a whole different person. Like anything evil, whatever mouse that they were doing before, gone. Like, gone. Don't exist. Out of here. Hamado. Oh man, but it's gone. So that's what a change of heart is. You're gonna hear a lot about change of heart in this game. Change of heart is gonna play such a role throughout this game. Every palace that you're going through that palace because you're trying to change someone's heart. So you'll see exactly how this change of heart stuff all starts. And it all starts in the very first part of this game at the high school, when the first adventure really begins to unfold. And then another thing I know I haven't mentioned either is when you playing as Ren, aka Joker, the main character, when you playing as him, you want to build up. There's some levels of him that you need to fill up as you go through the game. Because if you don't do this, you can't max out your confident levels with your teammates and even some of the supporting cast. In order to max the confidence level out for all your teammates, including some of your supporting cast, you got to get Joker's social stats levels to a certain peak. I think Joker's social stats go up by like, it increased to a certain level. So you need Joker kindness, knowledge, guts, proficiency, and charm to be at certain levels in order to complete confident levels with your teammates and supporting cast. So it's important to also work on Joker's social status. His social status need to be at a certain level. Like your teammate Makoto, to fully maximize her out, your charm has to be on a certain level. To maximize like Haru out, either Haru or Futaba, one of those two. You gotta have you gotta have your kindness at a certain level. I think it's Futaba. You gotta have your kindness at a certain level. Actually, I was wrong about Makoto. You gotta have your knowledge at a certain level for Makoto. Charm was somebody else. I can't remember who it was for. It was for somebody. I can't think of who it was. But you gotta have your charm at a certain level for someone. You gotta have your guts at a certain level for someone else too. I can't think of. I just knew Makoto and Futaba. They're the ones I knew by heart. Futaba and Haru. I think Futaba and Haru kind of the same. You gotta have your kindness at a certain level. But I know for Makoto is a waifu. Makoto's my favorite person outside the Joker in this game. You gotta have your knowledge to a certain level. You just got to. I think you gotta have your charm level up for a supporting character. Her name is Anu, something like that. So it just all depends. Your guts level gotta be up for a supporting character. I know that, and your proficiency has to be up for a certain level for Yusuke to continue to max out his confidence level. So it's important to not just focus on building your confidence level up with your teammates or the supporting cast, but also make sure that you work on your social links with Joker. You gotta have them at a certain level. Got to, man. Got to. And then I think I'm mostly hitting the important spots that I feel like that's important. I can't really think of anything else that maybe I missed or haven't talked about. But that's to me the most important things that you need to know going into this game. It's like I said at the beginning of this whole video, it is a fun game. It's dope. Have fun with it, man. Have fun with it. It's a good experience. I'm so happy that it's on all platforms. A lot of people get to play this game. So if you're a JRPG fan, you're in for a treat going into this game. If you're new to JRPG and you're planning on playing this game through like Game Pass, you're you're in for a treat. And I will also recommend this too. I thought about this before I wrap up this video. If you're if you're kind of like new to JRPG and you're just trying this game out, not for sure if it'll be really good to you or not, I definitely recommend, if you're playing this for the first time, if this is your first time playing this game, I definitely recommend play it off of Game Pass. I recommend it. Go on Game Pass and play it that way. Do not spend that $60. I only recommend $60 if you know you're into like JRPGs, or if you played it on PlayStation already. Hey, go for it. Spend that $60. But if you're new to this for the first time, or kind of on edge whether or not you should buy it or not, play it on Game Pass. Be on the safe side. Play it on Game Pass. So if you don't like it, you don't lose nothing. So that's what I recommend. Play it on Game Pass. Can't go wrong. If you have any questions about the game, or maybe have certain personas that you think, man, there are certain personas you should get, or anything, hey, ask me in the comment section. You can ask me anything about this game in the comment section. Anything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video really does help a lot of you Xbox users who playing this for the first time. I really hope this video be helpful to you guys when you play this game. Like, once again, have fun with it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you're new to the channel and if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, and everyone hit that like button for me, and have fun with Persona 5 when it comes out on October 21st. We're gonna go and wrap up this video. This is The Legend 350, and I'm out. Peace, guys.